This is tone deaf. This is Pops always told me, yo, son, Pac, make sure you read the room. Read the room. Pops always told me to read the room. Breanna Stewart, you are not reading the room and understanding the situation. For you to go and pull this move, I know it's only for a week or whatever. This is bad timing, man. This is a bad look. The optics are nasty. This is ridiculous, man. We got to get into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Hit that bell notification and hype the video for me as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. Breanna.
This is tone deaf. Pops always told me, yo, son, make sure you read the room. Read the room. Breanna Stewart, you are not reading the room and understanding the situation. For you to go and pull this move, I know it is only for a week or whatever. This is bad timing, man. This is a bad look. The optics are nasty. This is ridiculous. Breanna Stewart, a leading voice in WNBA player negotiations, just pulled the ultimate tone-deaf move, signing overseas in the midst of the most chaotic CBA talks in recent history. The optics are nasty, a bad look that has fans absolutely furious, especially those desperate to see Caitlin Clark dominate. This is not just a misstep, it is a direct slap in the face to everyone invested in the league's future, threatening the very season Clark is set to redefine. The betrayal here runs deep, leaving many wondering if this was an intentional act designed to derail everything. This singular decision has now plunged the entire league into an unprecedented crisis, and the consequences could be devastating for the WNBA and its brightest star.
That makes it a competitor league. Make no mistake about it, which we already knew, conflict of interest. You're also on the board for the WNBA in negotiating this new CBA for the players. All of this all around is conflict of interest. It's nasty work. And it makes no sense. And now you are pulling this move, courtesy of Sports Illustrated. Breanna Stewart's overseas signing raises eyebrows amid ongoing WNBA CBA negotiations. Wait a minute. First of all, you're supposed to be trying to get a damn deal done over here.
That makes it a competitor league, make no mistake about it, which we already knew. Conflict of interest. You are also on the board for the WNBA in negotiating this new CBA for the players. All of this all around is conflict of interest. It is nasty work and it makes no sense. And now you are pulling this move, courtesy of Sports Illustrated. Breanna Stewart's overseas signing raises eyebrows amid ongoing WNBA CBA negotiations. Wait a minute. First of all, you were supposed to be trying to get a damn deal done over here. This astonishing move comes as the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement negotiations have been a public and tumultuous mess for over a year, with tensions boiling over. The talks are at a critical juncture, with little progress being made, and the entire league's future hanging in the balance. Players and owners are locked in a standoff, creating an environment ripe for mistrust and suspicion. Against this backdrop, Stewart's decision to jet off to Europe screams a profound misunderstanding of the gravity of the situation.
Raises eyebrows amid ongoing WNBA CBA negotiations. Wait a minute. First of all, you're supposed to be trying to get a damn deal done over here. Over here. You going and signing all the way over there. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. This is the thing. For one, y'all greed is already starting to show. Actual WNBA players are calling you guys, some of you WNBA board members, greedy. They're calling you greedy. The players in which you are representing, okay? Now you're signing overseas and it's almost like you trying to grab.
Showing a complete disregard for the delicate state of affairs, it is a timing so poor it is almost unbelievable, adding fuel to an already raging fire. Raises eyebrows amid ongoing WNBA CBA negotiations. Wait a minute. First of all, you were supposed to be trying to get a damn deal done over here. You were going and signing all the way over there? Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. This is the thing. For one, greed is already starting to show. Actual WNBA players are calling you guys, some of you WNBA PA board members, greedy. They are calling you greedy, the players in which you are representing, okay? Now you are signing overseas, and it is almost like you trying to grab. Adding another layer to this controversy is Breanna Stewart's significant role as both a WNBA board member involved in these very CBA negotiations and a co-founder of Unrivaled, a direct competitor league. This blatant conflict of interest has been a simmering issue, now exploding into full view. How can she represent the players' best interests in WNBA talks while simultaneously building a rival enterprise?
Don't gotta do this. Breanna Stewart, you should focus on getting a deal done here. Adam Silver already said we in the 11th hour. Time is running out. Not gonna stick around and play games with y'all. And after that, you go and pull this? You're signing overseas? Get your money, but damn. You gotta understand the optics. This is a bad look. Everything that's going on, all money ain't good money all the time. This is a bad look right now. This is bad timing. Like, come on now. Breanna Stewart's decision to compete in Europe comes as questions linger about
It is a question that has haunted the league, and her overseas signing only amplifies the hypocrisy. The lines are blurred, trust is eroded, and the integrity of the negotiation process is seriously compromised. Breanna Stewart, you should focus on getting a deal done here. Adam Silver already said we are in the 11th hour. Time is running out. Not gonna stick around and play games with y'all. And after that, you go and pull this? You are signing overseas. Get your money, but damn, you gotta understand the optics. This is a bad look with everything that is going on. All money ain't good money all the time. This is a bad look right now. This is bad timing. Unrivaled, despite attempts by some players like Natasha Cloud to frame it as a complementary venture, is unequivocally a competitor league. Cloud herself stated on camera that we own the space, so we can just do this year-round, essentially admitting it is a direct rival for player talent and fan attention. This narrative that it is anything but a threat to the WNBA's dominance simply does not hold up under scrutiny. Stewart's involvement in both entities creates an inescapable ethical dilemma, making her actions appear entirely self-serving.
Started out with everybody saying pay us what you owe us. Everybody was supporting you guys to the point where you guys have lost, I would say, 85% of public support due to your rhetoric and how you guys have handled the situation. Y'all sending out stupid Valentine's Day cards to the WNBA owners on Instagram, all types of just stupid stuff you guys have been pulling. And you guys came at us for calling out a conflict of interest when Sophie Cunningham also said it was a conflict of interest. She's a player. Okay? Y'all came at us for that. And now you're...
Started out with everybody saying, pay us what you owe. Everybody was supporting you guys to the point where you guys have lost, I would say, 85% of public support due to your rhetoric and how you guys have handled the situation. I mean, you all sending out stupid Valentine's Day cards to the WNBA owners on Instagram, all types of just stupid stuff you guys have been pulling. And you guys came at us for calling out a conflict of interest when Sophie Cunningham also said it was a conflict of interest. She is a player, okay? You all came at us for that, and now you are... This is more than just a conflict of interest. It is nasty work. Stewart is literally sitting at the table representing WNBA players in crucial CBA negotiations while simultaneously pursuing financial opportunities that undermine the very league she is supposed to be advocating for. The optics are horrendous, making absolutely no sense to anyone observing the situation. It suggests a prioritizing of personal gain over collective stability. And that is a dangerous precedent when the entire league's future depends on unity and trust. Her commitment to the WNBA's success now feels utterly disingenuous.
Understand that. At the end of the day, bro, y'all robbing people from one thing and one thing only. The one thing y'all know they actually want, which is to see Caitlin Clark play. That's all y'all doing right now. And it's nasty work. Here it says, per the release, Stewart, who played for Fenerbahçe in 2023, helped lead the team to its first EuroLeague championship, will join in April for the stretch run. She will be added to a roster that features Liberty teammate Emma Mason and Seattle Storm star Gabby Williams.
Understand that at the end of the day, you all are robbing people from one thing and one thing only. The one thing you all know they actually want, which is to see Caitlin Clark play. That is all you all are doing right now, and it is nasty work. Per the release, Stewart, who played for Fenerbahçe in 2023, helped lead the team to its first EuroLeague championship, will join in April for the stretch run. She will be added to a roster that features Liberty teammate Emma Mason and Seattle Storm star Gabby Williams. The specific details of her overseas venture are equally baffling. Stewart has signed with the Turkish basketball club Fenerbahçe for the EuroLeague Final Six, rejoining a team she previously helped lead to a championship in 2023. To commit to an overseas run in April, just as Adam Silver issues dire warnings about the WNBA's 2026 season, is a direct challenge to the league's authority and a devastating blow to morale. This is not just playing abroad, it is a public declaration of priorities that do not align with the WNBA's immediate needs. Any signal regarding the state of WNBA CBA negotiations, and you have to know that when people see you do this, questions are going to come up. It is going to be questions all over the place. Why is she doing this? Is this another part of the conflict of interest? Is this an intentional sabotage of Caitlin Clark and the 2026 WNBA season? Does this mean there will not be a season? You have to understand when you pull a move like this, all of those questions are going to come up, obviously, very obviously. And here is adding to the outrage. Actual WNBA players are now openly accusing some board members of being greedy. While a lot of signing and moving and shaking is going on, but none of it is happening with the WNBA. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver recently issued an 11th-hour warning, stating that time was running out for the WNBA to reach a deal in time for the 2026 season to start as scheduled. He made it clear the league would not stick around and play games. Just days after this stark ultimatum, Stewart's overseas signing was announced. This sequence of events is not coincidental. It directly undercuts Silver's serious warning and signals a shocking lack of urgency or respect for the negotiation process. It is a move that actively works against the very deal Stewart should be fighting to secure. Stewart's actions are a masterclass in bad optics, a catastrophic misjudgment of the current climate. While getting money is important for players, the context of all money ain't good money all the time has never been more relevant. This move projects an image of self-interest and indifference to the WNBA's struggles. Regardless of her true intentions, it is a public relations disaster, further alienating fans and stakeholders. The players' public support has cratered, dropping by an estimated 85% after initially garnering widespread backing with their "Pay Us What You Owe" campaign. Their rhetoric and stupid stuff like sending out Valentine's Day cards to owners on Instagram have severely damaged their credibility. They even attacked critics who pointed out the conflict of interest with Unrivaled, despite WNBA player Sophie Cunningham echoing those very concerns. Stewart's latest move is just another nail in the coffin of public trust, proving that lessons about perception have not been learned. Ultimately, these actions are robbing people from one thing and one thing only, the one thing you all know they actually want, which is to see Caitlin Clark play. Fans have been flocking to the WNBA in unprecedented numbers because of Clark, and anything that jeopardizes her ability to play or the league's stability is an attack on their most cherished desire. Stewart's overseas deal, by fueling uncertainty around the 2026 season, directly contributes to this fan frustration and a sense of being cheated out of the Caitlin Clark experience. The speculation among fans is rampant and deeply concerning. Is Stewart's commitment to Fenerbahçe an intentional sabotage of Caitlin Clark and the 2026 WNBA season? Does this decision signify that there will not be a season at all? These are not fringe theories. These are the desperate questions now swirling among a fan base that feels increasingly abandoned. Her choice creates a vacuum of doubt, fostering an environment where every action is scrutinized for its potential devastating impact.
When a player of Stewart's stature makes such a high-profile move during critical negotiations, questions are inevitable. Is this simply another facet of the existing conflict of interest or something more sinister? The timing forces everyone to ask if this is a deliberate attempt to undermine the WNBA, perhaps to strengthen a rival league, or simply a deeply misguided personal decision. Whatever the motive, the consequence is the same: increased doubt about the WNBA's viability and, crucially, about the continuity of the upcoming season, leaving fans and players in agonizing limbo. Further complicating matters, Unrivaled, the competitor league Stewart co-founded, has reportedly not gone up to plan in terms of viewership. Their ratings are struggling, and TNT, their broadcast partner, has an out after next season. This context makes Stewart's decision to play overseas even more perplexing. Instead of focusing all efforts on bolstering the WNBA or even her own struggling league, she is diverting attention and talent elsewhere. It highlights a chaotic landscape where no clear strategy seems to be benefiting the WNBA or its burgeoning potential.
Stewart is not alone in these questionable overseas ventures. Other players like Nneka Ogwumike, Kelsey Mitchell, and even Sophie Cunningham have signed with other projects like Project B. Cunningham, ironically, was one of the players who previously acknowledged the conflict of interest within the WNBA board. This flurry of signing and moving and shaking outside of the WNBA further illustrates the disarray. It paints a picture of individual players prioritizing alternative opportunities over the collective bargaining process, deepening the crisis. The profound irony here is that while a lot of signing and moving and shaking is happening across various leagues and projects, none of it is happening with the WNBA in terms of reaching a crucial CBA deal. Players are securing deals elsewhere, seemingly hedging their bets against the WNBA's instability, yet the very negotiations meant to stabilize their primary league remain at a standstill. This disparity fuels the narrative that the WNBA is an afterthought, or worse, that some players are actively disengaging from its long-term health. Ultimately, the biggest victims in this entire saga are the fans. They're being robbed of watching Caitlin Clark, which is what the majority of fans just want to see anyway. The excitement and anticipation surrounding Clark's arrival have been unprecedented, offering a golden opportunity for the WNBA to explode in popularity. Breanna Stewart's actions directly undermine this moment. This news about Stewart's overseas signing has not helped dilute any of the questions or fears surrounding the 2026 WNBA season. Instead, it has just furthered the questions and the speculations. Fans and analysts are left wondering if a season will even happen, if Clark will get her chance, or if the entire league is on the brink of collapse. The sheer audacity of Breanna Stewart's decision, made during such a sensitive and critical period for the WNBA, is shocking. It is a move that not only creates a massive conflict of interest, but also casts a long shadow over the future of the entire league. And that is the truth, whether Breanna Stewart, the WNBPA, or anyone else wants to admit it or not. You are sitting at the CBA negotiating table, co-founding a rival league, signing overseas while Adam Silver issues 11th-hour warnings, and you are robbing the fans of one thing and one thing only, the one thing they actually want, which is to see Caitlin Clark play. And that is exactly where this story stands right now.